We may, in fact, see a sharp sell-off in the price of silver on Fridays.
Physical silver is getting harder to find.
Screaming overbought
is not a crash. It is not a bubble popping.
Two banks thinks a meltdown looms next week.
Cue the fire! Silver crash happens to, hold on, let me check my watch. Happens tomorrow. And just look at that chart to prove it. And even the smart silver stackers are saying silver price crash begins Friday. 14 billion gold and silver sales. Keep going. Incoming. Rebalancing. And I say, how are you going to rebalance when you don't have anything to balance? See, Jimmy had this many coins, and then Jimmy gave them all away. Jimmy has nothing. What I mean by nothing is retail silver worldwide sold out. Go home. As wholesalers and most consumer direct dealers now show zero inventory. But have no fear, Bravo is here. I have the solution. Civil war. How many people are just going to forget about it? And do you guys see this? It has been activated. Left-wing protest industrial complex. There's a multi-billion-dollar one. After the shooting that we talked about yesterday, activates across multiple cities after ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis. And here we go. And it's like with all things, if you just wait patiently enough, you know someone's going to die. I mean, even the governor, they were like, yes, the mayor's like, someone's going to die. And like, next day. And then release the hounds, civil war. It's just like with trading. You make some trades, you wait patiently, wait for said bounce. Silver, just the SLV, the derivatives. Or on the futures, trade that on the 2-minute and you will thank me as silver about to crash. I had to pay for this one. Behind a paywall, but everything for you. Why two banks think a meltdown. The banks, now let me say this again. The banks are predicting a meltdown in silver. Now, some people will say it comes Friday or this weekend, and they're saying next week. Why, you ask? Well, it was the rebalancing. Quote, likely pale in comparison to 7.7 billion. We're just going to go with 8 billion in upcoming selling activity associated with trading activity from the broad commodity index rebalancing over the coming weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, this might be the pullback that allows you to buy. Gold slipped, commodity index rebalancing kicked off. So buy this, don't buy the pink thing. You see, gentlemen, when you have this, when you own all the gold, you can have as much pink things as you want. Breaking news, it looks like it's happening right now. Silver struggles above 80 as index rebalancing sparks near-term volatility. Swing it. Also might be seeing this, flash crash. How much crash, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you. Silver rates today, white metal may crash 60% if, and gold could hit 5,000 if. It's coming in from banks. But remember, kids, the vaults are empty. That's this stuff, the real stuff. Banks are now paying 7.3% interest just to borrow physical silver. Oh, okay. Remember what I've been talking about over the last 3 months? Where I took profit, I take money, and I buy real estate. I bought 2 of them, and I'm already up 4 million. But if I had to do it all over again, no, I wouldn't have sold 75%. I would have loaned it. I would have loaned all of my silver to banks, and I would have received 7%. I don't think that would be a good idea. But what I should have done, and I did not do, is I needed to include that on my loan because they look at your assets and they say, okay, we'll give you it was 10.1 million for these assets. Silver wasn't in it. And I have to pay about 4%. Okay. Also, if you are not a trader and you want something really simple, when you're happy, take some profit. See, I was happy and I took profit and you yelled at me. And after the fact, I'm like, okay, you know what? If I had to do it again, see, I'm a trader. I click screens all day long. And I've held gold and silver my whole life. I've never sold it. But I'm like, hey, this is a lot of money. Why don't I just do what I do as a trader? But I shouldn't have. What is just insane? I've kept 100% of my gold, 25% of my silver, lots of heat. I read your comments and yes, it gets me. And then when you're sad, you buy. You see, and you're going to be sad soon. I mean, not as sad as if you were to give your physical silver to the banks for 7%. You'd be really sad. Also, if the price of silver goes up or down, you still have it. It doesn't move. Look, it's right next to his bucket. Hasn't moved. Also, this post is kind of interesting. Silver is back to 75 bucks on the charts, yet you can't buy physical silver anywhere for under 120. I do see that a lot. Well, that is until you just check maybe Walmart for 90. Yes, that is free shipping, and it will be at my house today. Or you can even save a few bucks and get one that has something stamped on it. But from around the world, silver prices, UAE, they're at 92.52. And you do have arbitrage going on all over. And then the question you might have, bravo, will this $8 billion affect the paper market? And I will say, let's take a look. Because Goldman Sachs is saying extreme price swings, which is good if you're trading the paper. You trade the paper, you make profit, you buy real. Let's come on over here to the stock market today, which made some killings. Trade the NASDAQ, that one right there. I can't get my finger over there. It kind of cuts off. But I shall come over here and slide my futures out. Let's see, I have different tabs. These are futures. These are metals. This is silver. First things first, on the 29th, when you put that in, I said that's an omen. That's called one of the biggest bearish engulfing candles I've ever seen on silver. Now, even though Bravo says bearish engulfing, if you jumped in on this on the swing trade up, I'll turn on just one indicator for you. You are still not out, because the Bravo 9 is my money, along with the 200 is also my money. Now, the question you might be asking is, well, where are we going to go? Because I see all of this scary bank stuff, and I've told you, it should come down here and retest. If it does, maybe that, this zone, this is your 57 is right there. You need to do this, because if you don't, your pullback is going to be gnarly. I like to explain it like a rubber band. The higher you pull and it goes purple, and then you have a whale, it's like the amount of momentum to the downside, you don't want that. And if you have my indicators, purple, whale, the eyes came on. This is on the daily. You never see this. And this is when you get a notification on your phone. You're like, get ready for the short. Would I short this? Under the Bravo 9, the answer is no. Shorter time frames, 2 minute, yes. No, this is confusing. If you learn how to trade, take my course on it. Link in the description, you get 2. You're going to come all the way down here, and even my indicators. I'll walk you through my indicators. They're pretty darn accurate. But even my indicators are telling you here, 56. You got to come down here. That's number 1. I could give you 20 of them. Chick magnet, it's being pulled down. Minimum right here, 72. Don't be surprised over the next 5 days that you don't see at least a wick down. If you want, you could put an order in there. But I say, rather than waiting on this or waiting on the bounce, trade the NASDAQ on the 2 minute. I actually work with one of my students every single day. This was the other day, and then this was this morning. 801. And then I have to do the same thing because I'm trading too. Right at market open, you know it's going down. You grab that. That's 1. You grab that. That's 1. He made over $800. It's over. It's $1 over. This is every morning. And then what's Bravo do? He takes a screenshot of it while he's trading, and he says, I'm waiting. I'm going to wait for the bounce. Then you say, how much are you going to make on that bounce? Well, let's take a look. Again, link in the description. I have a course on it. Trading on autopilot, step by step. And I know the internet will say, you can find all this on the web. It's all for free. No, it's not. It's not there. You can find it on YouTube. No, you can't. I created all of this. I've taken all of these strategies throughout the years and fine-tuned it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, this really works. See, watch. We're going to play this. This was this morning. It's going down. It's going down. Do you get in yet? Nope. Do you get in yet? That was a fakie. Almost, right? If you turn on the Bravo 9, you would know. Wait for it. Here we go. You're in. That's it. That was it. Now, how much are we going to make on this? This is what I do every single morning. Why aren't the indicators turning on? I'll turn them on in a second. Let it just run. This is what I did this morning. It was like you made 1 on the way down, 2 on the swing. What? Now let's see what happened there. Piggies get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Let's stop the tape, Bob. Let me help you with this. This is what goes on in your head. Number 1, your phone you get notified this morning. You see those eyes? It's like it's whale watching. It's like, get ready for the bounce. At that point, you're given, you probably have 10 minutes to brush out the stuff in your eyes and put in a buy right there. When it goes purple, you're watching it. You're like, don't be greedy. You know, when you cross below the 9, you're like, that's it, I'm out. And this move right here, $1,200. Thank you. Have a nice day. You're done at 7:30 in the morning. Great, go work out. And here's something that people don't talk about on the interwebs and why you never want to sell your physical silver or gold because of this stuff. Now you could trade equities, trade futures. It's different. You could do it in and out of a 401k. You ask your accountant. What you want to do is structure your life around taxes because you may be really excited. Oh my gosh, I made $100. Well, now subtract 37% from that and another 3.8 net investment income tax, right? What are we at? 41 now? And if you live in the state of California, state and local taxes. So we got 41 plus another 10, that's 51. Shoot, go from a billionaire to a millionaire. What the politicians are going to try to do is get every penny from you. I don't care if you're poor, middle class, millionaire, billionaire. California, impose a billionaire tax. Here's how it would work and where the money would go. Well, I'll tell you where it would go. It would go to fraud, number one, and the billionaires, you want to know where they're going to go? Not California. It's also called a billionaire wealth tax. Could be completely different than income. See, that's how the wealthy, this is how the 1% don't pay tax, is because we don't have income. Never trigger a taxable income event. Working plebs that go get a job and they get a paycheck, that's income. That's where you lose 51%. But if you want to know where the money's going to go in California, let's see. California's lost money. Newsom for president. 32 billion. COVID relief payments. 24 billion. Homeless. I have to laugh. 24 billion checked at homeless, and he's like quadrupled it. 18 billion high-speed railway, food stamps 2.5 billion. Now we're down to millions. 912 system that never worked. But I'll tell you, he's a working man. Actually just flew back from there. Kitty wanted to watch her team, San Francisco 49ers, go 49ers, get decimated by the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm like, can I have a refund? They put 3 points on the board. And Bravo, don't get those cheap tickets. This is from my cellular device. Watch this. That's me right here. Go Purdy. Sorry, I'm in the way. This is where he threw it to the other player. And here, I'll move. This is football. It's over here. It's off his arm. And somehow that guy caught it, and congratulations, Seattle Seahawks. And in about 5 minutes, I got to get back on a jet. We're going to the Duran Duran concert. Don't yell at me. If I see you in LA again where you're being squeezed to death, I went out to dinner. This got my heart going. Check this out. Okay, so you have a sales tax. We go out to dinner. Sales tax. Okay, almost 9%. Then the bill comes, and I'm looking at these things. It's just a restaurant. No big deal. We're at, add on 9%. San Francisco mandate. No idea. That's 5%. Living wage tax for your employees. Oh, you're welcome. 10%. We had a cake cutting. Someone decided to have a birthday. $4. If you decide to pop a bottle of wine, $50. Wait, there was 8 people, so 4 times 8. I was never good in math. Oh, and just if you wanted to know on the wine, want to bring your own wine to the Bay Area restaurant? That costs $50. Some of them charge $100. Let's do the math. You bring your San Francisco cupcake. See, I themed it for you. And it's cut in 8. Well, that's $32. You got wine, 50 to 100. You're at $132. 10%, 5%, another 10%. The tip isn't even here. So let me ask you this. Number one, don't live in California. Travel there. Structure your life around taxes. Start businesses, trade equities. Then this stuff won't make you as mad. Oh, and one more thing. On the bounce, buy gold and silver. Trade the derivative. Digits go up. Ask your accountant, even if you get the course, can I write it off? Most people will say yes. You should have expenses. Live your life where you make $100, you spend $100, that's an expense. You pay what? 0? So if you want to learn about this stuff, click subscribe. I give you as much as I can every day because I love you. I want to help you solve this stuff. And with that, getting on a plane, I'll see you tomorrow.